The New York Giants bouncing Daboll, but Joe Schoen is staying. And every press conference he has, I guess, until he hires a new coach, he'll be asked the same question. He was asked it after they fired Daboll, and I'm assuming they asked him, they did ask him today. Why you? Why are you still around? I mean, how many times can a New York media ask basically the general manager, how are you still here, sir? Roll it.
For me, it's, early on I made mistakes. I'm fortunate to have great ownership here where you're allowed to stub your toe and try to course correct. And over the last couple of years, we've been able to add a franchise quarterback. You've been able to add a number one receiver in Malik Neighbors, who again I'm looking forward to getting him back. And there are the defensive line, the pass rushers. There's pieces in place that also make this an attractive job. So looking at where we're going, where the build is, what the plan is moving forward, and seeing the vision through is why I think that's the case, Art.
That's why he's still there. And I guess then they ask him, while you're still here and choosing another head coach, how did the last time that you went through this help you with this time around?
Having this runway has really helped. There's not a lot of positives of making a in-season coaching change, but having this runway to really do a deep dive on a wide array of candidates. Sit in my office and watch Thursday press conferences for coordinators, integration of AI on some things that we've utilized. It's going to be a very thorough search. I feel really good about the information we've collected already. There's some really good candidates, again, on, both sides of the ball, collegiately. We're going to look everywhere.
Collegiately. I said it yesterday. You got to call Curt Cignetti and just be told no. He would just be such a massive hit in New Jersey, in the New York area. They would love him. He just has this Parcells way about him, an old school gruff sort of way that I think would play really well in that neck of the woods. And then outside of that, go ahead and hit it.
What were they really thinking?
Joe Schoen would love to say this. All right, you see Jackson Dart, you see Scatterboot, you see Malik Neighbors, do you see I traded for Brian Burns, do you see Thibodeau still here, do you see Dex? I know he didn't have a great season. I know Abdul Carter didn't rack up, he sometimes racked up more off the field headlines about, his tardiness than his sacks, but he's still Abdul friggin' Carter. I think, as a matter of fact, he led all rookies in quarterback rushes and hits and things of that nature. But the bottom line is, I just want to say this to the New York media. Go talk to the Jets, because we're not them. Did you see the Jets? Are you serious? You're coming at me? Look at the Jets.
I hate this team.
Yeah, I mean, that too, yeah.
Could Joe, wouldn't that be great if Joe Schoen basically said, what are you bothering me for? I know we haven't done very well, and I'm still here, but you see what's going on with the Jets?
It should. That'd be hilarious.
Because they're picking before us. And their numbers from this year are positively absurd. This is the problem. When you are the coach and the general manager of a team that is second overall on the clock, which is unbelievable. The Jets were this bad and aren't picking first overall. That it's tough to, it's like the proverbial, as my parents would say, I can still hear my mom saying it, it's like selling ice in winter. Is the phrase she would always use growing up, and she still does. God bless her. It's like selling ice in winter. When you just put the graphic up. So their leading passer. Let's start with the positive. Their leading rusher, Breece Hall, had a 1,000-yard season. It's the first season the Jets have had a 1,000-yard rusher since Chris Ivory in the middle of last decade.
Whoa.
Okay, but their leading passer, who they benched midway through the season, had 1,259 passing yards, okay, in Justin Fields. And Garrett Wilson, who hasn't caught a ball since week 6, led the team in receiving with 395 receiving yards. And as we mentioned yesterday, since the league started counting interceptions, till somebody had the bright idea in 1933, listening to a fireside chat saying, you know what, maybe we should start counting interceptions in the NFL. The Jets are the first team to ever go through an entire season with no interceptions. And just to throw it one more time out here as to just how remarkably bad that is. The number of passing yards Justin Fields had to lead the Jets this season, 1,259, is 153 more yards than what Matt Stafford had in weeks 14 through 16. When he was at Arizona, played against Detroit at home, and then went to Seattle in that epic game. He had 1,106 yards in those 3 games alone. And in those 3 games, Puka Nacua had 573 yards receiving, which is 178 more than what Garrett Wilson had the entire season to lead the Jets. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on about all this, but I do want to hand it off to the gentleman selling the ice in winter, and that's the head coach, Aaron Glenn, who had this to say.
For our fans, listen, again, there's a vision that we have, and there's a trust that we have in that also. You know, and I expect and I will want our fans to have a total trust in us and being able to do that. And we have to earn that too. And our plan is to do that. And we don't expect to have another season like this here. You know, so we're looking forward to this offseason. Looking forward to getting to work and using the draft capital that we have and the money we have in free agency to continue to build what we've been trying to build.
I honestly, I love the guy. And that goes back to the playing days. I don't know him all that well. I think he deserves better than to have to go out and have to say stuff like that. It just rings hollow to a team that's like, really, we're going through another rebuild. And he, you know, trust us. We got to build the trust. They were the first team in NFL history to lose 5 in a row by 23 or more points. But that's a mission accomplished because they removed all. I keep telling you, NFL teams don't tank. What front offices tank? Front offices tank by removing players, by saying Garrett Wilson. I'm assuming he was. We're just not going to run the risk. You're out. You're out. Bless Breece Hall for being the guy to be on the field as the best offensive player by far on the team and carry the load. That alone should get him a second contract. From the Jets and Darren Muji, the general manager who traded away Sauce and traded away Quinnen Williams, and is now he's on the clock. This guy is on the clock because he's got to turn the players and the draft picks into players. All the picks, the one that they earned by trading away Sauce and Quinnen Williams by having the second overall pick. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. I don't know who it's going to be because in terms of the trust, it's not just the fan base. It's going to be the free agent class and also college players. You heard what, my goodness, Todd McShay basically saying no college player wants to come out and be a Jet is really tough to swallow. Darren Muji, the general manager of the New York Jets, your friend, right? The man filling the Isaac shoes, who I think is 3 general managers ago in terms of Jets rebuilds.
I think that's right.
The original rebuilder. Yeah, trading away Darrelle Revis back in the day. Is what he had to say.
I'm excited about the offseason as we go into it. Obviously, the draft capital we have, the cap space, and just being here now a year with AG, working with AG, the staff, getting to learn the staff, getting to learn the players, getting to learn this division. I feel more confident today than ever moving forward with what we have going.
Again, RES Consulting would help him learn the division because it's just like it's the Bills division and the Patriots have a good chance. And now, the Patriots are atop the division and the Bills have a good chance. And, at any rate, I don't mean to pile on here, but it's just, again, the Jets are on the clock right now. This is it. Now, obviously, there'll be more Jets football, even if they do have to hit the reset button. But this is it. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be. It's not going to be Justin Fields. I don't know who it's going to be. The Falcons just made a. Mac Jones is not walking through that door. They'd have to acquire him, and I don't think the Niners are going to flip him. I think the Niners are going to hold on to him. I think he proved his value there. I mean, would Malik Willis want to come to the Jets? Would you want to come to New York and take the money? But who are you building around him? The Jets don't have the weaponry that the Packers have. The line is built like the line is building. I don't know. A free agent's going to have to say yes, or you draft somebody. But get it right this time. They certainly have the picks to do it, and kudos to them for not firing everybody. I know Jets fans are pissed about what happened this season, but you put your trust in these two guys. They have set things up for the future, and we'll see. But now's the time.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.